Hey, it's Roxanne, the spooky cat lady, and today we're making eyeballs. Yes, polymer clay eyeballs, and we'll make them look shiny using UV resin at the end. So here I just got some white polymer clay and I'm trying to soften it up because at first it's really hard and the more you knead it, the softer it gets. At first I tried to use that paint tray to make the shape of the eyeball because it's a really good shape for an eyeball, but I couldn't get the polymer clay out. I'm sure there's something I could do to put on it to make that work, but I will have to look that up. Couldn't get it out with messing it up, so I switched to my other mold later. Yep, sorry it was kind of off the screen there a lot. I moved my equipment around to shoot in the computer room and I need to get it back to normal. Kitties! Stop that. The kitties are destroying and sabotaging my videos as usual. Alright, yeah, here I'm switching to the silicone mold so that it's nice and flexible so I can just pop it right out. I don't like this size as much as I like the size of the plastic one, the painting tray. I use the painting tray when I'm using 24-hour resin and it's just all resin, there's no polymer clay. I've never made eyeballs using polymer clay before, but I watched a video and I was like, oh, I can do that. I'm gonna try it. So I did. There's some flaws. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna buy me a giant brick of white polymer clay and try this again. So I don't know if I'll film it next time, but maybe I'll show you the eyeballs that I create. And why am I making eyeballs? I don't know. I just wanted to. I use them in different things. Sometimes my son's old teddy bears, I plan to make them a little more spooky. Pop out their old eyeballs, put in some new ones, cover them some blood, and make some horror teddy bears. And I also use them when I recover blank books to make scary, spooky books. If you look to the right, you can see one of my scary, spooky books with eyeballs on it on the floor. That is the one, my first one that I made, and that is the one I write all my notes in, all my ideas and notes and future videos and that kind of stuff. Here I'm using the blackest black to put a base coat. And then on top of the black, I'm going to put a acrylic paint that is color shifting. So here, of course, I get the black on. Gotta wait for it to dry. Kind of curious if using a round stencil will help make it look more round, or should I bother? Does it look more realistic not being perfectly round? I don't think eyes are exactly perfectly round, but I think they are close. That evil sunbeam. I went with an unnatural color, purple. The other one, the one that looks white, it's called fairy dust. It's also a color shifting, but it looks glittery as well. And I'm basically just putting streaks of that color on top of the black to try to make it look, you know, like an eyeball. It's not a solid color. Eyeballs are kind of hard to emulate. It's easy in Photoshop because I can just use the smudge tool, put 2 colors, smudge it around, looks pretty good. But painting it is a little harder for me. I'm sure there's people out there who can paint eyeball. No problem. I need to practice. Getting started on eyeball number 2, which I tried doing this one a different way. I actually covered it all in one coat, and then I scratched with just the white glittery stuff. And I kind of like that effect better than the first one where I was just making streaks. It was also faster too, as you can see. It didn't take nearly as long to make that one. Now they're dry. It's time to put in the pupil. Again, I'm using the blackest black, Stewart's black paint. I think there's one version blacker than this one, but eventually I'll get it. Don't have it yet though. Babies, what are you doing? Bad babies. So it's time to put UV on them. Oh, babies. Kitty sabotage. I decided to start with the top part first so I could try to make it dome-like. Kind of worked. One side worked really well. The other one, the dome broke and it kind of went down the side. Next time I think I won't do that. I'm just going to coat it to make it, you know, glossy looking. Why resin? I don't know. I thought it would look better than just painting it with a clear glaze. But I might try clear glaze too. See what that looks like. I just felt it wouldn't be clear enough to make it feel like a real eyeball. The resin will work good. I just gotta figure out how to make it more even looking. Put it on something that'll turn it or something. I just got a blob on one and wasn't happy with it. But it was the first time I've done it, so we learn from our mistakes. Gotta mess up to perfect. So now I'm curing it with the UV. The UV resin that I have, for some reason, after you cure it, is still kind of sticky and tacky sometimes. So I did it multiple times, and then the next day I did it again, just to hopefully get rid of that tackiness. Now it could be just the brand of UV resin I'm using. If you have a UV resin that doesn't do that, leave it in the comments. I would like to know what brands you are using. I can see the blob. I mean, overall, for my first attempt, I thought these turned out really good. And I'm definitely going to make more. I would have gone and bought some polymer clay yesterday, but I hurt my hip and it hurts to walk, so I just went home instead. I have a little bit of white as you can see to the left there, down on the left corner, that's all the white that I have left. I might be able to make another set of eyeballs. We'll see. Maybe this weekend. Yep, so here's the boring part, just waiting for it to cure. Still can't get a perfect cure. I think it's probably just the brand I have. Maybe I need to shake it more or something. Maybe it's separating in the bottle, and that's why I always get a sticky kind of film. Maybe that's normal for UV resin. I usually use 24-hour resin, and when you pop it out, it is not like that at all. It feels like a chunk of regular old plastic. But when you got cats, waiting on a 24-hour resin is not easy, as they want to get into everything. Oh, there they are. You can see the one has kind of like a poor lump on it, but the other one looks pretty decent. I do still need to shave the sides to get that extra off, but yeah, overall I'm happy with that. I thought they turned out pretty good. What do you think? See you next time in the next video. Bye!